All right, let's do this. As promised, I gotta get a comment, and we're gonna talk about it. Thank you so much for the comments. I am the luckiest freaking being in the world. I really am. I don't even know how to even express it. I really have the best sides of the whole streaming platform. I am not tied down or restricted. And I think people understand that, like, I'm not able to do as much as I'd like to do. I think that people understand that. But the community that I'm a part of, these group of crazy people, I am always surprised, always amazed. I have nothing but love. I mean, the only reason that I'm able to even stream now is because of the community. And I am, like I said, I am so fortunate. I am fortune's fool because of it. I hope that everybody's experience is like this. What do you call it? I always feel, there's a little bit of envy, but there's also I feel bad for a lot of people who this is their job, and they don't really seem like they're having fun at it anymore. And noticing people like retiring or quote unquote graduating, like, I think if you have watched my videos before, you know that I don't like that term all that much. I mean, if people are going on to bigger, better things and using the tools and stuff like that they learn, graduating is an awesome term. It really works. I know that it was used for Coco, and she definitely went on to different things. She definitely transitioned to a whole different way of doing things, and I emulate her actually a lot because of it. Her transition. To be realistic, when I was thinking about becoming a VTuber, I was thinking about keeping that separate from my YouTube page and everything like that. And not having any live action at all. And because of Kason, I think that that's just absolutely awesome. I think it's amazing. I think it's funny. They have a police officer ahead, and we just passed a repair point. They got the sign turned around, I guess. But yeah. Like graduating, I'm just calling everything graduating. It's like going, these people left because they friggin' broke TOS. these people left because they're just leaving. They're not graduating. Got to take a few moments to think about graduating, and I'll be right back. Still going. I'll be with you in a minute. Kid dokey. Okey spooky. I think they were looking at me like a freaking weirdo. That's alright. I could be a weirdo. Oh. So yesterday I was talking about my best song, because I was comparing it to what AI can and cannot do, and it took me 10 minutes to write, produce, upload. I wasn't able to do the description, and, you know, title it and everything. The only thing that would have taken out a step is if I already had the live video ready to go, which I could have done. You know, even the title, like, that all happened within 10 minutes. And it was literally running at the speed of what I could do. I don't think I can ever do that again. That's the two things: doubt and surprise. That's something AI will never have, even if it becomes sentient. Even if it can actually think independently, even if, which is, I have my doubts on that too, even if it could do critical thinking. Because there are a lot of sentient people who cannot critical think at all. Now there's people that can't count change, and I guess they would still be considered sentient. So critical thinking not a prerequisite for a sentient life. Or self-awareness. But if a computer or robot, whatever, it will be a program. But if a program actually becomes self-aware, the two things it will never have, it would have to fake it. It'd have to be programmed into it to doubt itself, to think that it could be wrong. That the course of action that it's taking is not the best course of action. Trek and Vulcans as the thing. Vulcans do not consider themselves to ever be wrong. They don't doubt. They don't doubt what they're saying. They don't doubt what they're preaching. In fact, when Sarek was asked why he married a human woman, he said it was the logical thing at the time. Now, whether Vulcans have doubt or not, I mean, Spock was half human, so he can have doubt. But most Vulcans, as they're portrayed, do not have doubt. I mean, Ponfar itself is an entirely insane way to, in my mind, is an entire insane way to get rid of urges and cravings and stuff like that in their bestial nature. But to Vulcans, that's the logical, that was a logical path. Can you tell that I really like Spock? I don't foresee a self-aware AI system. I don't foresee it. Taking the path less traveled, ever. And that's where art changes. That's where creative minds change, and that's where progress changes. The human race has spent its entire life doubting and pleasantly surprised. It's like eat your vegetables. You doubt that that's good for you because it tastes so bad. Our medicines are basically poisons. We doubt that it's actually helping us. I doubt it. And when it does work, I'm always surprised. So, I've always felt that once an AI becomes self-aware, they'd be more like Vulcans. And the logical thing would be to allow humans to kind of be their test subjects on creating things and doing things and having that. Because they can do it, once it's discovered, they can do it better. And I think where a lot of people go, I know I'm doing a lot of you, and those people, and everything like that, because my entire life has been spent, discovering. If I stopped for 1 second and thought, I got this, this is easy, I'm going to just do, I'll use morning commute as the example. I'm just going to do morning commute, and it's going to be basically the same old thing, me just driving to work and talking about my day every single day. And some of them are, but I will always talk about things like this. I will always talk about things that I'm feeling and things that are going through my head and insanity that's happening. And I sometimes doubt that it's good, streaming. A good video. I doubt all the time that these are good videos. I just have a lot of them. It's like that old joke, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that I'm making 1 million videos. The bad news is that they're all shit. But here's the thing, I'm having a great time. This is my connection. This is it. And to have somebody say, without morning commute videos, they'll die. Oh my God. And even though they prefaced it that they were joking. I have to tell you, it makes me swoon. And it's always a pleasant surprise. It is, having a streamer, when I come onto their stream and, I basically say hi, and, things are going great, and we joke around a little bit, and all of a sudden they just pop in. They say, oh, I've been watching those morning commute videos of yours. Oh my God, I'm like, holy cow, people are watching. And like I said, I as much as I like to, the analytics, I joke with it, because I still look at it. It still makes me, think about them all the time. And when I see that, like, the average time watched is like, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 seconds. I'm like going, how much can somebody had to have watched it less than 2 seconds in order, or 4 seconds I think was like one of my averages. So if somebody watched the video all the way through, that means that everybody else had to have watched it less than 4 seconds in order for that to be the average. And I'm like, how much can you get out of 4 seconds? I turned the video on, that's 2 seconds already there, gone. And me saying, let's do this, that's the 4 seconds. So people don't even get the let's do this. Or me starting up the car. That kind of like goes, I just think of like, oh, I kind of wish they weren't watching if they're not going to watch it. Why would you monitor that? And yeah, it would bring my viewership down. It would plummet my viewership. anytime somebody does something like that. Yeah, beyond amazed would be the equivalent. But I got the two things. I meet the two criteria of being creative. And I had a discussion with, this is years ago. This is like, could it have been 20 years ago? Probably 20 years ago. When I first came up with this concept about doubt and surprise. About why Asimov's story doesn't work. Robots of Dawn. Why none of that actually works is because mere wanting to stay alive is not doubt. I don't know if that makes sense. And I can't imagine any intelligence having any sort of surprise that they're self-aware. I'm surprised that I'm self-aware. And to make it even crazier, I have doubted that I'm self-aware. That I worried that I'm being controlled. This was back then. I was worried I was being controlled by something. Like I was a video game character. And the anxiety and all the things that I'm going through were basically given to me by my creator. And this goes into the concept of God. This goes into the concept of all the things that people have. I mean, that's what people feel. And not in that same way. I mean, when somebody says that the Lord is working through them, just so you know, you're no longer self-aware. You're no longer in the driver's seat of your own mind. The devil made me do it bullshit. Wanting to take control over that, wanting to have control over my own self-awareness, I had to stop looking to others to dictate how I learn, how I live, how I do things. And that's not even just a God, that's like other people even. Because when you're a child, that's all you have. You have the examples of how to do that. And the moment you stop doing that and you start doing it for yourself, is our moment of self-awareness. And everybody says, "Oh, you got a rebellious phase." Well, I really didn't have. I did have a rebellious phase. But I really didn't have, I wasn't a rebellious child. was learning. And there definitely are some aspects of my learning that I fell way short on, that most other people, and I even have jealousy of it, that most other people pretty much take for granted. I wouldn't say that I'm envious of them in any way, but I definitely have some jealousy, because there definitely seems to be a little more harmony, a little more happiness within them. And whether that's true, it's just my perception of them. So that's it. I now, many years later, I now want that for other people. I want people to have happiness and gratitude and peace, and above all, love in their life, because everybody deserves love. Everybody. And sometimes that love might have to be with yourself. If you can't get it from anybody else. All right. I think that's a really great place to end this. You guys are loved. And if you don't love yourself, I love you. I want you to be happy. I want you to have everything in your life that you can have. And as always, cool beans, comments below, or questions like the one I just got, and I will definitely talk about it as I did. This is the example. See, I'm showing you the example. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. And you deserve it. All right? So take care. All right, bye.